of people who would tell you America is a great country, but there aren't that many who would be able to articulate, like my friend Peter Vodenka, what really made America great.
Yes.
And you'll see in the book, A Journey for Freedom. We're on that journey right now in America, but you had it from communist Czechoslovakia in a powerful way. Get the book and read it. But let me ask you the question, what do you think it is that made America so special?
Well, I was wondering about that for many years, because if you look at the history of the world, America is the youngest country. It's 300 short years old.
Yes.
And when the first immigrants came over here across the sea, of course, they were native people living over here, but there were no houses, there were no roads, there was no electricity, there were no hospitals or stores to buy the food for them. They came over here with the tools in their hands and they start building this nation just by living their life. And I was always wondering how come it happened in America, and how come the America in 300 years became not only world superpower, but people having the highest living standard from anywhere else. You know, even our people who we considered poor in America, they are a lot wealthier than people were in my country, and we were not considered ourselves poor. So I was wondering how that happened. If you look at the world history and you look around the world, there were huge cultures which disappeared many years ago. There were Greeks, there were Persians, there were Egyptians, there were Roman Empire. There were big empires and big cultures. How come they didn't become, how come Europe or Asia or Middle East didn't become the superpower which we are? And there is only one conclusion. You know, they have a lot better chances to be there because they already have their lives and roads and buildings and castles and giant structures.
Yes.
They were capable of building it at that time. But everything was kind of same for centuries and millenniums. People were heating their houses with the fire. People were using candles for the light. People were traveling by foot or by the horses. It stayed that way for hundreds and hundreds of years. They have a lot better chance to become what we are now than America did. And I think there is only one simple conclusion. The people in America, when they came originally, they didn't have government who was controlling them and telling them what they can do, what they cannot do. And when the first government came, where our founding fathers came in and studied the government in America, they wrote the United States Constitutions, which is wonderful, wonderful documents. It's all written for protection, for people to be protected from the government, not the government protection from people to be protected from the government. And I think most of the big advances in the life happen in America, in the world. The telephone, telegraph, electricity, combustion engine, flying machines. Most of these inventions happen over here, not over there when it was already functioning. It happened over here. And I was thinking, why? And how is that possible? And I think there is only one conclusion. People were free to succeed. Nobody was stepping on their toes. Nobody was limiting their success. Nobody was telling them how far they can go. People succeed in America because they were free to do what they are capable of doing it. They come out and they build their life. And that's how America became the greatest country there is.
That's a powerful presentation, and you can sum it up in one word. What made America great? Freedom.